Hey everyone, welcome to another tent air conditioner tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make a beer can camping stove. Very simple. Only thing you're really going to need is a soda can or a beer can and pocket nut or Leatherman. To make things a little bit easier, you can also just use a can opener. So to start off, we just want to cut the top of the can off. That's it. Now you want to cut the can sort of really any dimensions that you want. I like to cut it sort of where this barcode is over here. It makes a nice line to start off with. So we'll just start with a little cut like that. Now if you only have a pocket knife, that's fine. Your life will be a little bit easier if you use a pair of scissors. Obviously if you're camping, don't have a pair of scissors, don't stress about it. It doesn't have to be perfect either, we can work a bit around it a bit later. As you can see, that didn't go so well, it doesn't really matter. So, there we go, we cut the bottom part off like that, and just trying to make it maybe a little bit more flush, but it's not critical, it really is not. I think compared to worse here. Anyhow, so that is the bottom bit we got to do over there. It really depends how much fuel you want to use. You don't really need to have more than this. This is quite sufficient for most purposes. Righto. Now what you want to do is the other side of the can, you want to have it flush. So pretty much the same height as you cut the other one. If you look at the can over here, I'm seeing it right there, the top of the information section over there, look at it upside down, if you cut it flush with that, you should be pretty much level with the other one. It's going to look like that. This one, as you can see, is not very symmetrical either. Yeah, so what I meant was, if you look at it like that, see, get a better angle, you can see that this lip of the can over there is sort of flush with the other bit that we cut off. Like it's not critical, but you have it sort of in the right area like that, you're good to go. Now this next bit is actually quite critical. What we're going to do is we're going to make these little pockets for the vapor of the alcohol we're going to burn to run up the side of the can. So take two fingers, put it inside there, and you're going to take your pocket knife or Leatherman or whatever you got, and you're going to crease can like that. There you go. And also on the lip over there, you're going to make another crease. If your creases are not big enough, the can is going to sit too tight and not enough vapor is going to run up the side of the can. So don't be shy. Just be careful, obviously, you don't cut yourself in the process. Then I see that I made one crease over there. Put your finger right next to that and then start again, go around the whole can making these creases. This is probably one of the most important parts of the whole operation. So take your time. Right, so we worked our way around this little can now. If you look at it from this end, you'll see we made those little indents, and it looks like that now. Now, this is probably the hardest bit, and that is you wanted to put these two sections now inside one another. Now, if you worked not so neatly like I did this time around, you might have some difficulties getting the can inside here. But anyhow, it would just slide in like that, and there you go. It's going to look like that. Pretty simple. And see, so it doesn't really matter how you did it because it's going to sit flush regardless. Now what you want to do this last little step before we light this up, you can still use your pocket knife. We're going to put these little holes into the side of your little burner holes. If you only have your pocket knife, easy to do it, but obviously if you get one of these little things, then it's a lot easier. And then just go around and spike these little holes around it. Doesn't really matter too much how far, maybe, you know, centimeter or so apart, whatever. Right on. So that is basically done now. You can see we got the little holes, we slided it in there, put it down like that. Now for fuel, rubbing alcohol isopropyl is the best fuel. You get like 93% and 99%. Get the higher quality one. I don't actually think it makes much of a difference. Yeah, you can find it in any drugstore, paint store, whatever. So just, and you don't even have to use a lot. I've got some methylated spirits, so you can use that as well. There's a bit of dash of alcohol in there. That is more than enough to boil a pot of water. And then we're going to light it. Right on. Put it on the side like that. I guess you can't really see it in the daylight like that. And there she goes. Let's see if I can from this end a bit better. Now if you don't have those channels nicely to the side, you're only going to have the fuel burning through the top, which is no good. But this one worked out alright. And you can see all around if you look inside there. Now here I've got my flash blue camping kettle. You can see I've got about 3 cups of water inside there. And you saw how much fuel I put in the burner there. So I'm going to put that on. Look underneath here. Can't really see it too well. But anyhow, there she goes. And I'll get back to you when that is done. Alright guys, it's been about 5 to 6 minutes. So if you look inside there, Those are 3 cups happily boiling away over there. Take that off. And if you look inside there, that is still all the fuel. You can't really see it. The little bit I put in there, probably about 30 milliliters, and there's still loads of it left in there. Now, to kill the stove, you can't just blow it out. You actually got to be very careful if you do that, because you might blow some of the alcohol on you and set things alight. So the easiest way is to snuff it out. If you've got a metal container or something, you know, just pop it over it. I got a plastic container of my wife, and she's very pleased about it. Anyhow, you just pop it over, and it's done. If you're clever enough, you'll just take a container that's the same size as your little stove over there, and you can just store it inside there afterwards. It cools down very quickly, so you can almost straight after you've killed it, you can touch it. It's a little bit warm still, but it doesn't take long for it to cool down, and you can still see there's a little bit of the alcohol still left in there. So it burns quite a long time. So there you go, guys. That is it. As you can see, there's a little bit of fuel left in there. I'm going to pour it straight back into the container. Obviously, you know, if you're camping, you want to save that weight and everything, so you can reuse that. So that's that. That is, and like I said, if you got a nice enough container, you can just put it back in there, carry around. This one is a little bit big, but I'm sure you can find something smaller. And that's that. That is your own beer can camping stove. Thank you for watching, and for some more great camping tips, go to the tentairconditioner.com.